Welcome. We're live at Raw Review. This is sponsored by Promo Kings, brought to you on Weed TV. I'm your host, DJ Mawulisa.
I'm your host, Dead Fresh.
And today we have a special guest, Dr. Tangela Colson, who'll be coming on with us in a little bit and giving us some motivation, some self-help tools. But in the meantime, how's your week been?
Actually, it's been awesome. I actually got a sort of a testimony. Actually, I went to the post office this morning, and I dropped my wallet full of cash, full of credit cards, and I didn't even realize I dropped it. So a few hours later, someone came banging on my door, and actually handed me my wallet back with everything in it in a Ziploc bag.
Nothing missing.
Nothing missing.
That's rare. Wow.
That's my license. That's my CPL license. That's my banking card. That's my credit
That's
card.
everything. He could have straight up stole your
cards,
identity. Like he could
medical cards, everything.
He could have had a field day.
Even my social.
And no one would have found out.
That's been gone in the wind before I even realized my wallet was missing.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, so.
Cause that is so rare. Like.
So yeah, he definitely saved me from a horrible weekend.
Well, good. I mean, that's a good way to start the day, I'd say.
I know, right?
You know. And
I wanna give a shout out to my little cousin Dree. Today is her birthday.
Hey,
so,
happy birthday!
She's having a Jordan jersey party today.
Okay. Oh, is it her Jordan year?
No,
or is that?
She just fashion.
Oh, got you. Okay. I didn't know if it
had
to do with it.
She just fashionable.
That's what's up.
A Jordan jersey party.
Okay. You gonna go by there after this?
Yeah.
Show some face.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she's actually changing. She's changing 4 times. I'm gonna change twice. I ain't gonna outdo her.
Y'all really not playing? It's in the family for real.
For sure. So shout out to my cousin Dree. Happy birthday.
Hey, that's what's up.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty good, pretty chill. I stayed inside most of the time because of the damn rain. Didn't want to deal with nothing, so I did some grocery shopping and got what I needed. Stayed my ass inside for the last couple days. No, thankfully not. Cause I'm like, oh, you definitely ain't needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Twice in a row.
I know, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I know FEMA, they just opened up for taking cases, I guess, or for people to go ahead and file a claim for any damaged items that were in the flood in the last few weeks. So anyone that's out there that's still trying to figure out, how they gonna deal with any damaged items, just reach out to FEMA, file that claim. It'll be good to go.
Also, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna go to some current events that's going on right now.
In current hip hop news, we lost a legend.
Oh, I know.
R.I.P. to Biz Markie.
Legend.
Who died at 57. 57.
57 years old. Yeah.
Do you know what he passed from?
They were saying that he had some pre-existing health conditions.
Problems.
He had diabetes, type 2 diabetes that he was struggling with.
Okay.
He was admitted to the hospital back in April in 2020.
Okay.
And then I guess it just was declining ever since. There were rumors of him passing in late June, but I don't know if it was ever official. But his manager just announced it a couple days ago.
So again, R.I.P. to Biz Markie.
Yeah.
Condolences to his family and friends and loved ones.
Yep. The late 80s, early 90s, he definitely was a game changer. And
definitely for sure.
Will be missed.
What I liked about Biz Markie is for back then, he always put out very creative videos.
Okay.
Yeah, he always put out very creative videos, and his music wasn't never too serious. It always had like a lifey vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like a comedic twist. Sometimes.
Yeah, and I feel like he inspired a lot of rappers that came after him, like Will Smith.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that kind of had that fun, still lighthearted flow to him.
Yeah, nothing too serious.
Yeah, so I know people were shouting him out all on social media the last couple days, and his wife.
Yeah, he's getting a very large outpouring of love, deserving for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, R.I.P. again to Biz Markie.
Definitely. Also in music news, we got the news that the judge ruled in favor of Rockefeller in regards to the Dame Dash and Jay-Z debacle. Awesome. I know Dame Dash was trying to get the rights for Reasonable Doubt.
He actually had them and was trying to sell them.
Okay.
That was a part of the deal in the split when they split up.
And wow.
Jay-Z basically was told him that if you gave me my rights back to Reasonable Doubt, that I think he'd give him like $30 million or something like that.
Listen,
because he wanted his
that's chump change for Jay-Z.
Yeah, for sure. So, and Dame Dash didn't go for it. So
really,
yeah.
I'm actually surprised by that.
Yeah. So basically, I think what he won in the court today is the rights to sell his third ownership of the company and of Reasonable Doubt, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean.
So,
Dame Dash
coming soon.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely has gotten quite the reputation amongst the music industry. You know, a lot of people don't really care for him just because of the way he does business and the way he deals with people. But I mean, you gotta respect. He's gotten this far off of something, right?
Yeah, I definitely respect his business. His business mind. He do have a very strong business mind, so and he got a lot he can teach us as a people. So I fucks with Dame Dash for sure.
And then one more thing too with current events, pretty important with COVID. There's a new variant. It's called the Delta variant, and they say it's now the main variant worldwide, and it's easier to transmit to other people, and it's a lot more like contagious and more likely to put you in the hospital. So yeah, a lot of states are starting to kind of put regulations back into place as far as social distancing, wearing masks. So we seeing numbers rise again. You know, we were doing pretty good for a minute. A lot of places were going down. A lot of places were maintaining, but now we skyrocketing again. So.
Well, I heard they shut LA back down too. So.
Wow. Because of that variant.
So do you know if it's like more deadly?
Yeah. That's what they're saying. It's more likely to. The symptoms are about the same as the other strain of COVID, except. You will get headaches, maybe nausea. I know they said sore throat, so those typical symptoms as well. But more lasting effects, it seems like, is what they're seeing so far.
Wow.
So it's definitely nothing to joke with. We thought the initial strain, was rough, and this one's even rougher. So
it's like the third strain, correct?
Listen, I don't even know how many there are, really. We know how many are, like, the big ones that they kind of testing against, but, so, we'll kind of see how this plays out. I know we don't have any more masks in Michigan. People are pretty much, free to go wherever now. Yeah, I do too when I go in the grocery store and other places, Places like people's houses, I'm chill, I'm cool for the most part. But large gatherings, I'm definitely still wearing my mask, So yeah, everybody be safe out there. But we shall see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, just when I thought we was gonna get past this COVID thing.
Right. Things were looking up.
kids can go back to school.
I really hope we don't deal with it. You know, like for the sake of the kids, for the sake of the parents, I really hope we can get it together. Ooh, we get them out the house. So, you know, that's part of it. And then we also, in music news, we got the Double XL magazine. I know each year they have their freshman class that they put out.
Is they still in print? Do you know?
Okay. They still put out print. I think it's mainly online presence, like everything else now. You know, people don't really buy print like that no more.
Well, no, I don't.
Right.
That's old school. A couple books I want to throw up.
Okay. Yeah, books is another story.
Monster Cody.
Okay.
You know who that is?
I do not.
Actually, he's one of the founders of the A-Trade Crips. He wrote a book in the 90s called Monster. It's like a real graphic book about LA gang life in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
And he passed like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
So, yeah, R.I.P. Monster Cody. So I want to get his book.
Yeah.
And,
I'm sure that's real eye-opening.
And the book that's wrote by the movie Into Deep.
Oh, yeah.
About the real guy.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Daryl God. I forgot his last name. But yeah, there were 2 books.
That's what's up. You in the audio books at all? That's something you would do?
Yeah, I actually do buy some audio books because when I'm delivering at work and I ain't really got nothing to do. That's
yeah.
That's
the best way to do it.
Like in the middle of 50 Cent audio books.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I love me some audio books. Multitask all the time. Do what you gotta do.
And he did a pretty good job narrating them too as well. So
okay. 50, I gotta give him props. Like he producing wise, you know, like he be on his hustle.
Yeah.
You know, the power, like it's been killing. So. But on the freshman cover this year, some of the big female names we got, Coi Leray.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of her. That's Benzino's daughter, which I didn't know. So they came out with the ciphers this past weekend, and that was just kind of like the freestyle off top, and Coi Leray bombed. Like,
she sucked.
It was not good. It was not good. People were hoeing her. Wow. And then she came on live after saying she had one of the best freestyles, like on XXL, and yeah, she was definitely blind to all the the negativity.
So who all was on it?
We got a female rapper, Ruby Rose, which she's actually really good. What is the name of
Can you say
Yo Millie? Yeah, Ruby Rose is actually like, she got bars.
Okay.
She could rap.
Check her out.
Yeah. Flo Millie, which she's been out for a good year and a half consistently. Like, she's been big for a year and a half now. Shy Glizzy, I think, is on there.
Shy Glizzy?
Or wait, my bad. That ain't right. That ain't right.
Ain't no way he can be a freshman. He got like 10 years in already.
They've done that before with Anderson .Paak, so I wouldn't be surprised. But let's see, we got Eon Dior, Coi Leray, Pooh Shiesty.
Who all was on the freshman cover?
Those are all the ones for 2021. A female rapper, and her name's Lakia. DDJ. So a lot of new folks that, you know.
Cool.
But yeah, Pooh Shiesty was the one I was thinking of. 42 Doug. He, I think, is from, I don't know if he's from Detroit, right? Okay, yeah. He on the cover this year.
Oh yeah, he got a pretty good lineup this year.
Not bad. You know, it's been better in the past, I will say. But
no, there's some pretty big artists. Like,
you know,
Pooh Shiesty is pretty big and 42 Doug.
Yeah.
And Coily Ray actually is pretty big with this.
Definitely.
Definitely.
So
that's pretty good.
A lot of people have been upset with XXL, saying they've been changing and their standards for hip hop and who gets on the cover have definitely changed over the years. You know, I'm like, you gotta change with the times.
Let's pay them bills.
Definitely.
You are watching Raw Review TV on Weed TV, brought to you by Promo Kings. I'm your host, Dead Fresh.
I'm your host, DJ Mawu Lisa.
And we have a guest coming in by Dr. Tangela
Colston
is our guest today that will be coming in shortly. What's the phone? I don't see our phone number.
I would definitely
you also
need
can,
y'all to call in.
Is the phone lines working today, guys? Yeah, you also can give us a call at 313-777-3178. Again, 313-777-3178. Talk to us, ask us some questions. We talk back. And here's our guest.
Hello.
I'll give you the spotlight.
Awesome. What's going on?
Thanks for coming on.
Hello there, Tangela. Looking quite fashionable.
Yes, I'm loving the
I'm
fit.
loving the hat.
Appreciate that.
So you got to get your live up, get situated.
Yeah. Want to make sure we have everybody tuning in.
Definitely.
Make sure they following, watching, paying attention.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Please.
What you do.
So what I do is always like super tricky because I'm great at so many different things, but I consider myself the goal coach. And basically what I do is help people with entrepreneurship, help provide people with goal coaching as far as whatever it is they want to do, as far as starting a business, turning their hustle into a full-time job, making extra money. It can be business or personal. So like if people just, want to be, want to make more money, want to get out of debt, want to start a business plan, or if they have a business idea and just need help with making it, more successful as far as I have this idea, but I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to start. Basically, I'm a goal coach. That's what I do.
So like consulting in a way, right?
Absolutely. I do a lot of consulting.
Oh, Will, yeah, let's get you over here.
Yeah. I'm good.
Oh, okay, you in the shower.
So what made you want to get into this line of work? It takes a lot of empathy to want to get with people on this interpersonal level.
Right, what made you want to empower people?
Man, so I've actually been empowering people since I was like 11 years old. I was always the person that, everybody had a job. I didn't want a job. I didn't want to be on the team. I wanted to own the team. I don't want to work. I want to tell everybody else what to do. That's always been in me.
Right.
I don't know if it's because I'm a Leo.
Same, yeah.
I don't know if it's that Leo energy.
Love it.
But I've always been like very driven. One of the first people in my family to go to college. And so I just always wanted to reach for the stars. I always wanted to, constantly do my absolute best. I do have like a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate degree. And so that journey wasn't easy. I had to put myself through school, had 3 jobs in college. I have 3 kids. I have a husband. And so all of that just forced me to always constantly overcoming obstacles time and time again. And so I wanted to be able to use my experiences, use my knowledge, use all of that to be able to empower and uplift other people. Like I always had to get it from the mud. So it's like, if I had to go through all these things, I want to be able to help somebody else process.
Right.
So that's kind of where that started from, wanting to encourage and uplift and empower people. And so I actually just launched a book. Well, it's about a year and a half old. I'm a published author. It's called The Boss Chick Workbook and Goal Guide.
Okay.
And it's Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, iUniverse, all of those platforms. And it basically helps people sit down and think about, like, what is it that I want to do? What's the steps to get there? How can I be successful? What does that process look like? And so that was the beginning of my journey as far as wanting to help people all over the world that I may never see.
That's beautiful.
So what did you major in college?
so I have a bachelor's in family and community services. So basically, I've always had the heart to help. I have a master's in early childhood education. And so I started home daycare. I had that for 5 years. And then I moved into a center setting. And recently, I just expanded 4 times in 4 years. And I actually decided to take a pause on it right now because I'm doing so many things. I'm really focusing on purpose. You know, it's not just about going, it's about being effective in your journey. And so I've helped 22 people quit their full-time jobs and go into full-time entrepreneurship. And I've helped start in the last 2.5 years 55 small businesses.
Wow.
So, you know, yeah. And then I do have a doctorate of divinity.
Cue the
So
claps.
yeah. So I mean, it's been a journey. You know, my village is important. You know, the people, my energy, the people I keep around me is important. I only want people around me that's gonna help me elevate. You know, that's gonna challenge me to be the best version of myself. And so
that's so important.
Yeah, and so I wear so many hats, but the most important one, I do have 2 nonprofits right now. And so I've decided to really just take a moment and just enjoy my family.
Good.
Enjoy life because I've been working since I'm
you gotta
13
slow
years
down
old,
and enjoy
you know?
things.
It's like degree after degree, you know, milestone after milestone. And so taking a moment just to enjoy your process. Taking a moment just to enjoy your journey.
Enjoy your wins.
Absolutely.
Enjoy
and I never
those
celebrate,
wins.
you know? So I said, you know what, this is the season to slow down and celebrate.
There we go.
Focus on one of my nonprofits, which is Hype Kids Club. And that's super dope because our goal is to help at least 30 kids go to Bible camp at the end of the summer. So every week we do a link up. You know, we've done Detroit, we've done different parks throughout the city, and we teach them, you know, about life, about just God, about living, about purpose, like letting them know like you matter, you're special, like you have a purpose. And so my goal with that is just to empower kids because a lot of kids don't get their parents or people around them telling them like you matter, you're important, you know, you have a purpose, like you mean something. And so I'm just taking a moment right now to really pause on my position on this earth and pursuing purpose.
That's humbling. That's a beautiful thing.
Man, it doesn't come without a lot of sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I want to actually like go back a little bit.
Sure.
So going back to childhood. And what sparked this entrepreneurial spirit you had?
So for me, the spark of entrepreneurship was I came from nothing, right? So my mom was a single parent, and because she was a single parent, we struggled a lot. And I never wanted to. When I got older, I'm like, I'm not gonna struggle like this. Like I'm going to do everything that I can to not have to struggle, you know. And so that was the biggest spark for me growing up, watching my mom be the best parent that she could be and still sometimes not having enough.
Right.
You know, so although I grew up in a single parent household, you know, my kids, they're blessed to have both parents. We have been married now next week for 12 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, been together for 16 years.
Beautiful.
And that's something that I never had.
Wow, you look so young.
I am young.
Yes.
My birthday is in a few days.
Okay.
Next week. So I'll actually be turning 36. So I'll be
You
turning.
look too almost truthful now.
So I'll be 36.
So that's really 39, folks.
No, real talk.
I'm kidding.
No, real talk. I'll be 36. So, you know, I wanted to provide my kids with a life that I never had. And I mean that so humbly. Like, one thing I love about it is that I require my kids to understand the struggle. Like, they don't have the same struggles that I have. And I always humble and bring them back to, you know, this is a privilege. Like, this is a process, you know? Because my kids, you know, they was born in the hood. We still hood. Like, and I don't want them ever to not have that part of them, though. you know, understanding where you can. Absolutely. Stay grounded, stay humble.
Absolutely.
So the higher I elevate, you know, I want to be able to bring people with me. I want to be able to educate people, empower people, see back into our youth and see back into people. And that's why I started coaching and becoming a gold coach. And so I have some dope things happening this fall, which is really groundbreaking. But yeah, my childhood, my mom being a single parent was one of the major things that encouraged me and empowered me to want to be the best version of myself.
Now with your consulting piece that you do, like if someone is coming to you, say they don't know what their purpose is at this point, and so they're just looking for guidance.
I got you.
Where do you start with that? Where can you start?
Absolutely. So if someone comes and they're like, you know what, I just know I don't like where I am. I want to do something different. I just want my life to be different. I do, in the beginning of my book, boss rule number 1 is defining your purpose, defining who you are. And they start asking you things like, what do you enjoy? If you could do anything and not get paid for it, what would it be? What are your top most accomplishments? What are your, you know, top 3 things that you consider as failures? Like, it started making you reflect on your life, and it started making you reflect on your journey and what's important to you. And a lot of times, once you answer those questions and you look at the answers, it started twitching some gears a little bit. Like, hey, it started making you like think about who you are, what you are, why you are, and what do you want to become.
Exactly.
And so my job as a goal coach is to look at those answers and to ask questions and to say, okay, if you could do anything, you know, what would you do? Because a lot of times when you become a parent, you have to sacrifice. You can't do some of the things that you wanted to do because now you have to get a job to provide for now. But if that wasn't a factor, what would you do? And so it helps people understand it's not impossible. Your journey and path may be different, but that doesn't mean that you can't do what it is you want to do. Your process is just different at that point. You know, so, and with the consulting, basically, I meet with people weekly and monthly, depending on what they want. And so, to help them get in a process. And sometimes I've been in sessions where we just talk. I've been in sessions where we just pray. I've been in sessions where some people just cry.
Yeah.
And I'm there to encourage them. I'm there to listen. It's almost like therapeutic in a way.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, there's a huge psychology piece in this. It seems like everything you went to school for combined just goes into everything that you do, like divinity, just your schooling, you know, your teaching background, and then also the community service aspect too.
I know. And then, you know what, this season for me is just so crazy because you know, it's about do you choose purpose or do you choose the potential of who you can become, because you're great at all of these things.
Right.
I can get a job doing whatever. You know, I can start a daycare tomorrow. You know, I can do whatever it is that I want to do, but it's like, do I choose the potential of who I could be, or do I actually choose what I was called here to do? My purpose.
That's deep.
That's hard, man. Like,
a lot of people don't know the difference, though, and that's where you come in.
It's a big difference, and the difference is, you know, the perspective of who you can become. The potential is, okay, I'm good at daycare, I'm good at kids, I'm good at consulting, I'm good at coaching. I wrote a book. Like, I'm good at all these things, which I can get a job in any of them. But when it talks about purpose, it talks about you, like, really, what is your purpose? Like, what are you called here to do?
Yeah.
And that can be different, because I might not be called here just to be a author.
Right.
Just to be a daycare lady. Like, I can't be confined to a building because my purpose needs to be in the earth. Like, I need to be free, you know?
Exactly. Like you said, what is it that makes you happy, that lights that spark in you? And what is it that are your natural talents and gifts? Because that could be a God-given purpose.
Man,
natural
I feel like
ability.
I have a responsibility.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It weighs so heavy because I feel like I have a responsibility. Like, to much is given, much is required. But when I've been as blessed as I am, like when I have these people around me that believe in my visions, you know, that will support me. Like, we started Hype Kids Club, and I got, you know, we got donations from the Detroit Pistons. I'm doing a partnership with them. some amazing things upcoming. And so for people to, you know, believe in your vision because they know your heart and they know like it comes from a humble place.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's dope.
That's huge.
Okay, hold that thought. Let us pay bills. You're watching Raw Review TV on Weed TV, brought to you by Promo Kings. I'm your host, Dead Fresh.
I'm DJ Mawu Lisa.
And this is our special guest today, gold consultant, Tangela.
Absolutely, Dr. Tangela Costin, the Gold Coach.
Definitely. Thank you again for joining us.
Quick question. How much does your services cost?
So it depends on what you want. As far as the services, anywhere from like $99 and up. I think that's dope because you get tools. And the tools is like my books, all of the tools that I've used to become successful, to finish school, to balance, to time, you know, manage. And so I do have some that are cheaper than $99, but it's based on what you want to achieve.
Right.
Can you do it in 30 days? Can you do it in 60 days? Do you need an accountability partner? Do you just need resources?
Okay, so I'm trying to get a clear vision.
Sure.
So with the services for $99, what all does that come with?
Sure. So for like $99, typically that comes with like an hour and a half goal coaching session. And it comes with like the tools that you'll get, so like the book, and then it'll come with a session and a follow-up session. So we'll do a session to find out what is it that you want to do. We'll ask some questions. You'll have some take-home homework, and then when we meet back, then that $99, you know, I'll tell you, okay, go to chapter 2. This is our focus. We're gonna this is your homework. This is what you need to take it to the next step. The other one was, I believe, $199. And that was for 30 days of goal coaching. Okay. And what that includes is that weekly I meet with my clients for 4 weeks for 60 minutes for those 4 weeks, and then 2 sessions for 30 minutes. So it's like an intro session and a closing session. And then you also get the tools and follow up. I text them. I'm their accountability partner, motivational words of encouragement throughout the week.
Nice.
Hey, did you do this? Because I'm your accountability partner. So it's so much more worth it just to do the $199 because you can accomplish so much
Get
more.
the full pic. Exactly.
Yeah, in 30 days. Like I've had people accomplish as many as 32 goals in 30 days.
It takes dedication. It takes intent.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't put the time and effort towards it, so it never happens.
That's true. And if you don't have an accountability partner, it's like I'll do it tomorrow. But
And
like,
tomorrow never comes.
Listen, right. It's like,
nah. Person like, hey, you need to do something.
Like, no, we meeting. Oh, okay. You wear it, that's fine.
How's that homework coming along? Right. Like, okay.
Yeah, by them paying for your services, they showing that they're serious. So.
Absolutely. I've noticed when I've done stuff for free, it's a lot different than when people pay for it.
Yeah, for sure.
They take advantage of your time a little differently. You're doing it for free opposed to when they gotta, you know, actually put money into it.
Because it shows you invested.
For free, because it just seemed like, you know,
people appreciate it differently.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, when you are helping people with different businesses, do you notice that there's a specific, I guess, industry that you work with as far as entrepreneurs, or is it all types of
Absolutely.
businesses?
So I have nurses, I have realtors, I have people that do makeup artists, I have cosmetic industry, clothing line, different retail. No, there's no limit. The baseline, the secret is this. I'm not an expert in every industry. I'm an expert as being a goal coach.
Okay.
If you set goals and you are consistent with them, you can achieve whatever it is. I might not have all the answers, but I can tell you where to go to get it. I can tell you the process to actually do it. You know, so I may not be, you know, this guru on how to come up with, you know, a product, right? But if I can tell you, okay, well, let's get it legalized. Okay, these are the questions. What does the market look like? What does the census look like? What does the population look like? Where's your business plan? You need to include this. What's the cost for that? Then it makes you become an expert in your own industry. And that's my job as a goal coach. Not to master your industry, but to make you become the expert in your own industry.
There we go.
I'm just helping you follow through.
Okay, here's another question. With you spreading yourself so thin, how did you make so many things successful being that you were spreading yourself thin?
My book, the Boss Chick Workbook and Goal Guide. My book has a blueprint. The blueprint is the book. I have a goal board and I have a goal jar. And that's my accountability partner. It helps you see the vision, write it down, make it plain, make it clear, and then ask yourself, are you being consistent with it? So time management is really important. One thing that I do every day, I wake up and say, if there's one thing I can do, what is that one thing I can accomplish today? That could be making a phone call. That can be going to the post office. You know what I'm saying? It can be one thing. What is one thing I can do today?
Researching something.
Absolutely. It can be researching something, printing something off. And I think the biggest thing is time management and accountability. My village is very important. The people I surround myself with in this season is important. If you don't bring value to what I'm bringing, I just can't do it. You know, like I can be there as a person to shine light, but as far as spending time with people that don't provide energy, Oh wait,
oh yeah, we can get calls
wow,
in.
okay.
So we got someone asking you a question.
oh no, okay.
Caller, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Guess who it is? It's little Skeet.
Hey.
What's happening?
I got a question. See, I've been thinking about this business plan, and y'all got this little life coach. I'm trying to start my own spermaceutical business, selling my own sperm. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out there. Little Skeet trying to get around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Can she help me with that?
I can help you with whatever it is that you want to do. So the
That's what I want to
question
do.
would
I'm
be-
trying. I need a whole proposal made. I got something in my head. I don't know. Like I said, Skeet trying to get out to the world. I'm just trying to have a whole bunch of children out here.
Okay, so Ski is trying to get out to the world and have a whole bunch of children. So the first,
That's right.
the first thing I would ask you is how soon you trying to get this business, and do you want to do the business plan yourself, or do you want to hire somebody?
I don't. That's what I need you for. You the coach.
I am the coach, but I need to know how much money you got. What's your plan?
What was Skeet did know? I might want to join that 199 plan you got. You say you can get me up doing the 150 things in 1 month, huh?
Facts. Are you ready? You ready to get it in? You ready
I've
to
been
get
ready.
this
I'm ready
firm
right now.
out
I'm
here
working
in
on
the
it
world?
right now as we speak. I'm squeezing out some juice right now.
Oh my god! Listen, we ain't need to know all that, Ski.
Right, TMI.
Absolutely.
Well, check it out.
Even if you want to do
You know
sperm,
what?
it don't matter about the industry. The process.
Okay.
The process is what makes people successful. Put the
The
process on repeat.
process.
I've
I've been putting in work all day. One arm is stronger than the other. I'm telling you, I've been working on it all day.
Well, you know, I got 4 businesses and I followed the same blueprint.
Okay.
So we can get you a whole sperm, I don't know,
Bank.
here, there, everywhere. Rent
You know,
sperm, trade sperm,
Nah.
whatever you want to do.
Now my swim is strong, so they super strong. So you know, I need that good marketing. So check it out. I gotta work on some more stuff, and I'm gonna call y'all back. And I love y'all. Keep talking.
Love you
Keep
too,
out.
brother. Thank you for calling, man.
Bank.
Absolutely, we gonna get your sperm bank going.
Yeah, he call in every week.
I love it. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Okay.
You guys give us a call. We have Dr. Tangela Colston with us here to help anyone to achieve their goals. Call us at 313-777-3178.
Absolutely. That number is 313-777-3178. We need you guys to call in and ask your questions.
Right. So, what is your because I know you're a goal person, so I know you have a 5-year plan.
Oh yeah.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man. So where do I see myself in 5 years? Funniest thing is I have my whole life planned out for the next 10, right?
Okay. See?
However, God was like, erase that. Are you going to pursue the potential or the purpose? Scariest thing about purpose is that don't always go as planned.
Ooh,
Like when you go into your purpose, man, you really get in the mud. Like it's more spirit led. Like this is what I need to do, and I have to do whatever looks right, whatever sounds right, whatever feels right. And so my goal by the time I was 40 was to be retired. So that was my goal, retire myself by the time I was 40. Now I'm at a blank canvas, and that's scary for me because I'm a control person.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm a control person.
Yep.
And so for me to be like, you know what, stepping in purpose, whatever that looks like, man, I feel like I'm about to reach my biggest potential because I'm taking all of the lids off. I'm taking all of the expectations off of what I could become. So in the next 5 years, I see myself on major platforms, major stages, major impact. Is there a direct audience, market? No. Whatever that looks like. I just see myself making a major difference in people's lives. Like people's lives forever being changed because of my story, because of my process. Like,
oh yeah.
So I think that's kind of it.
So how does one acquire your services? Like, do you have a brick and mortar building? Is it like an online page?
Sure. So I do have a website, and it's drtangelacolston.com. And I just launched. I stay launching. You know, I'm full of, you know, I'm full of it. You know, so I stay launching. It's drtangelacolston.com, and I just launched my own tea.
Really? Okay.
I launched my own tea, and it's called Purpose Tea.
Okay.
Now tell me about this Purpose Tea.
Sure. So Purpose Tea started out because I was having major migraines. Like I was having about 13 to 16 migraines that was lasting 2 to 3 days, like a month. So in a 30-day period, I was having 13 to 16 migraines. And I went to the doctor, and they said like I had a lot of fluid. The fluid around my brain was actually low. And they gave me like these prescriptions and this stuff. You know, you could do this, you could do that. And I was like, I don't want to take medicine. And so I started drinking green tea for about 3 months, for 90 days. And I realized my migraines went down to like 1 to 3 migraines.
Wow.
By doing a more natural, holistic approach. And so I just launched my own tea. And it's called Dr. T Migraine Mix.
Okay.
And I want to help people on their natural journey of healing. And I don't suffer from migraines as often. It's been dope.
So where can you find your tea, and how much does it cost?
drtangelacolston.com. I have tea as low as $8. I have tea boxes, like VIP tea boxes that have like different flavors.
So is this the bags?
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Liquid
Loose tea.
made
I have both. So actually, I have loose tea and I have bag tea. The dopest part about my bag tea, though, is that each tea bag have a Bible scripture or motivational quote on the tag.
I love that.
Yeah. And so every day, like when I pull one out, I'm like, this is my quote for today. It's kind of like fortune
that
cookie.
affirmation.
Yeah, that words of affirmation.
Yeah.
And so one of the great things is never stop dreaming, even when nobody believes in the vision but you.
Ooh.
So that might be on your tea tag.
Yeah.
And that's your word of encouragement for the day. And so my tea tags have those on them. And then I also have loose tea. And I haven't added my cold brew tea just yet to it. But
There's a cold brew.
It is. And I've been selling them week by week to help raise money for Bible camp for the youth.
Nice.
So they're not officially on my website, but I do have the bag tea and the loose tea.
Okay.
Both on my website.
That is awesome.
Tea diffusers, all of that. Like the bougie tea has nothing on me. I'm taking it to another level.
Would you like to branch off into different products within holistic or just healthy foods?
I am not close to it.
Okay.
I'm very open. The whole tea thing was never like on my goal checklist to-do list. Like it was never there. But once people start asking me how did I decrease my migraines, in the fall I'm going to be launching something for blood pressure.
Okay.
And for immune system tea. So for the fall. And that's just basically as I'm continuing to, you know, pursue my purpose. I want to help people, like kids, adults, goals, visions,
like,
health,
listen,
mind, body, spirit.
Pretty soon you're going to be helping people with a healthy goals, weight loss goals.
Absolutely. And I consider myself a serial entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So a serial entrepreneur is, you know, you have so many different hustles. Like the goal is to have multiple streams of income. This year I was able on my goal board to have 7 sources of income. That was a major.
That's a blessing.
A major goal for me. And so with the tea and the consulting and all of those other things, I've been able to secure that. And so one day,
freedom.
I know.
Financial freedom.
Yeah, financial freedom
That's
is still
huge.
it's still a journey, because as you become a serial entrepreneur, you're seeding into these things. And one of my T tags say, don't just seed into one thing, seed into multiple things. Maybe one will grow, or maybe they all will. And so, you know, it keeps you focused that, you know, don't stop giving up. Keep planting seeds.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have people that I've helped years ago that want to invest in things that I'm doing now. I have people that I've helped years ago, you know, come back and they're successful. Like their businesses, one of my clients, you know, got an offer for $150,000 for somebody to invest into their business.
That's huge.
Off of a 30-day business plan coaching session.
Hold that thought, let's get it to it.
Sure.
You're all watching Raw Review TV on Weed TV, sponsored by Promo Kings. I'm your host, Dead Fresh.
I'm DJ Mawu Lisa.
And this is our special guest today, Tangela. She have so many jobs, I can't just say a certain thing anymore. She does so many things. She's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
She will help build you up. You let her know. She will get you right.
Yes.
Sure.
Listen,
in a nutshell.
One thing I've always hated was for people to put me in a box. You know, I am an ordained minister. Like I'm an ordained minister.
I love it.
I am. I'm an ordained
You're not
minister.
Jamaican, are you?
I'm not Jamaican. Well, I might be.
Maybe.
No, but you know what? And I don't like to tell people that because I don't like to be in a box. I want to be in every environment. You can't help people if you
what
only.
made you get ordained to be a minister?
So I got ordained to be a minister because I just wanted to minister to people. Like my job is to build people up and to just really be an evangelist. Like, and the great thing about being an evangelist is that you just go. Like, not necessarily a preacher, you know, not necessarily a pastor, but you know, to be honest and to be raw. Like I've been in strip clubs, like, you know, ministering to people. Like, no, like real talk. Like, you know, somebody tell me their name and they be like, hey, you know, this and that, and it's like they start telling me their life. Like, you know, I don't really want to do this.
You just have that energy.
Absolutely.
People
It's
spill
like,
their whole
it's
story
like, well,
out.
you know what? Maybe you should start, you know, doing X, Y, and Z. You know, and it's not like let me lay hands on you right here, but it's about having that authentic conversation with somebody without being judgmental. You know, just meeting them where they are.
People
like,
feel that.
Absolutely. And I think people, you know, it doesn't come from a judgmental place. So it's like I've been.
Not you in the building.
Listen, I've been in the trap house, like no cap. Like I've been in the trap house, like people blowing and we talking about Jesus, like so yeah, I'm gonna get my life together, you know.
You know, anyone could be touched.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
Like I'm just gonna build these bricks up and then I'm gonna buy me a business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving them a whole goal coaching section. I don't know if they remembered it, you know, but
hey, you never know. They probably took some pieces from it.
absolutely.
You know,
So I think my will to always make a difference and just help people.
living
I know
in
this
your
might
purpose.
sound too crazy. Like this lady really got 7,000 jobs, but I've done baptisms, marriages, funerals.
Oh,
Man,
that's awesome.
I don't like to tell people what I do because it sounds too crazy.
No.
Yeah, so have you ever thought about like acting? Since you can wear so many hats, it seems like maybe you can like
Get in front of a
get
camera.
in
They
and
say
out of
Leos
character.
are perfect for that too.
I don't mind
Get
doing
you
that,
on a-
actually. I'm so open. Like I don't think I've ever been this open with anything. Funny, when we were in Atlanta, 50 Cent was there auditioning. And my friends told me I couldn't audition because I already had too many jobs. And they was like, you already got too many jobs. But actually my daughter, she got accepted to Disney to be an actress. And she declined it.
Oh, yeah?
Because she said she wanted to be a kid. Like, it takes so much work. And me and my husband was willing to, you know, put everything into her, whatever it is that, you know, however that looked for her. But we respected the fact that, you know, she understood what it took.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She was like, I can't play Fortnite. Like, we were in Florida. Man, we was in Florida for like days at a time. Like, there was wardrobe changes. There was, you know, now sing. Okay, you got to remember all of these lines. Like, it was a lot of work. Not just for her, for me and my husband. Like, it was a lot.
Wow.
And so, you know, at that time, we were going to New York for her photography session, and she decided that she was like, this is a lot of work.
Yeah. You got to think long term.
Yeah,
she's like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this.
I mean, she was like, you know, a lot of kids, they become addicted to drugs. You know, they become very broken because they are pushed into this role of being an adult, being this star. Absolutely. And it's like, no, you got to study. You can't ride your bike. Like, you got to do these lines. And she was like, you know, my daughter, she'll be 15. She's extremely intelligent. She actually is starting her own podcast about just helping youth, you know, with being authentically themselves and in their, you know, in their truth. Yeah, so
you passing that entrepreneur spirit.
There we go.
Yeah, my kids, they have like the little green light cards. Me and my husband pay them right, and they gotta pay their tithes, and they got a budget. And
I love that.
Yeah, they got a budget. And so when we go to the store, they got their little card. They use their little cards, and it's like, you don't got enough money for that. You can't get it. You know, well, what can I do to earn more money? You know, because I told them, me and your dad got money. Y'all broke.
For sure.
Listen, y'all gotta work. Like, you know, because I want them, God forbid anything happen to us, I want them to have the tools they need.
There we go.
Life skills, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing was ever given to them because we had to get everything from the mud. Like, me and my husband don't have no blueprint. We created what marriage looked like. We created the Black Huxtables or whatever you want to call them. You know, we created that what life looks like for us. So we want to install that in our kids.
That's awesome. I love seeing it. That is how the good
They
goals
work. Look, they work.
all together. Yes.
You're just breed laziness. You know, when you don't make your kids work for them, and they just feel entitled. They just had this false sense of entitlement with the rest of the world.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Everything's
All the
supposed to
time
come to
you
them
see it.
easy. So,
It's grown people with that type of mentality.
No, we definitely.
I always thank God for my struggle.
Man, it's definitely empowered me to be the person that I've become, and I believe because of that I have compassion for other people. But one thing, you know, I can't respect people that want things but don't have any desire to change.
Ooh.
Like, and change does not come overnight, but just making that step to say I want something different.
Yeah. And I think it's deeper too, like maybe not necessarily no desire to change, but they're hopeless to the point where they don't think that it's possible for them to change.
But you know what? I like those type of people that feel hopeless, because then I put on my minister hat.
There we go.
I speak life into you. You can do all things. You are great. Your mind is the first thing that, you know, the enemy or whatever try to attack is your mind.
Yeah.
Because once you told that you can't do something, that you won't be anything, nothing else will follow. So people that are hopeless, I'm drawn to them as well, because they see hope, you know, in me when it comes to those conversations.
Because they see you living your truth.
Absolutely.
So they know it's possible.
And it's like, you can do that. And then I'm a slow walker. We gonna walk slow. We gonna do that one thing first. Get up every day and you say, I can do this. I can be better. That might be somebody's goal. Just that. I can be better. That's it. That's your only goal this week. Get up every day and speak life over yourself.
Yeah. It's the little things.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about writing something down or going somewhere. It's about your mentality. That's also in my book. Once you change your mindset, you change everything about yourself. Mindset is everything.
I love it. Do you do classes?
I actually do classes.
You do? Okay.
I do. So I've done some how to start a daycare workshops, helping people start daycares from the ground up. I've done those. I've done, I'm actually going to do a business plan workshop, which is the same platform that I use for my other client who got sponsors and things like that. So yes, I've done workshops, and I'm looking forward to in this new journey doing a lot more workshops.
Yeah. Now that the world's opened back up a little bit, I'm sure you'll get some more opportunities under your belt.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just started. Like I worked through the entire pandemic because I work with kids, my daycare, and I feel like now I'm going into my quarantine.
Right.
You know, because now it's like, you know, I'm taking a moment to enjoy.
Well, good.
Just to breathe, you know. And that gives me a time to reflect and to revamp. And I'm excited about what's to come now.
That's awesome.
We gotta close out. Well, being that you have so much going on, I would extend an invite to come back.
Absolutely.
Any events you have going on?
Man, I do have
events and stuff like that. So Will would like to, in the near future, for you to come back on the show and discuss more, because we have a lot of stuff on your plate that we probably couldn't actually cover all in one episode.
Absolutely.
So I will invite you back for some of your other endeavors. So you were watching Raw Review TV on Weed TV, sponsored by Promo Kings. I'm your host, Dead Fresh. You can catch me on Instagram at dead_fresh with a Z 313.
I'm DJ Mawu Lisa. You can catch me on Instagram at _Mawu_Lisa with a Z.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Sure, you can find me on Instagram at CEO_is my superpower. Also, I'm on Facebook as Tangela Colston. And check out my website, drtangelacolston.com. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Catch us at the same time next week, 7 to 8.